Morning, everyone. This is the 11 o'clock Lenawee County Board of Commissioners Physical Resources meeting. Chairman Krasny has been excused and Commissioner Collins will be filling in as the chair of the Physical Resources meeting. And I will appoint myself as a member.
Sorry, I will call to order the Thursday, July 2nd meeting of the Fiscal Resources Committee. I assume the members have a copy of the minutes of the previous meeting. If so, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Support.
Moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Finance reports.
Good morning. You will find your finance reports in your packet. And we are starting with the Building and Site Division of the Capital Fund. You'll see various projects that are open, and looking at your agenda, you have a couple that you will be, they're proposed to be closed today. But balance available for future projects in this division is just over 1.2 million. Moving on to the Marie Spear Campus Division of the Capital Fund. Again, you have a couple of projects that are open, two incurring expenses. And you have about just under $246,000, excuse me, you have $245,429 available for future projects.
Commission's finance report. Hearing none, we'll move to buildings and grounds and maintenance.
Good morning.
Morning.
A couple of our highlights for this month. We've been doing some work at the jail facility. Been working through the building, doing some upgrades that the jail command has asked for, just with some painting and things like that. Recently we've worked on the exterior building lettering. We repainted that so that it sticks out again and looks nice. We also had an inmate, unfortunately, break out one of the cell windows in a holding. So we also had that replaced. At the judicial building, Train made some repairs to the chiller so that we can keep that running in this wonderful weather. Here at the old courthouse, you probably noticed that some flowers were planted and banners have been hung for the semi-quincentennial. I just wanted to say that at the meeting today. So glad I got to fit that in. At the Physical Resources Building, we replaced the carpet. That project has been completed. We're just waiting on some final invoicing, so we'll be closing that at next month's meeting. And also the roof and gutter replacement. It says in progress, but actually they wrapped that up this week, so that should also be closed hopefully at next month's meeting. Marie Spear Campus, old DT renovations continue. We've had some issues with some locks that need to be worked through. Gymnasium flat roof replacement has been completed there as well. Waiting for the final invoicing to come through on that. Staffing, we hired 2 new maintenance 1 technicians. So far, so good. Things are going well. So with that being said, we're actually, I don't want to jinx it, but we're at full staff right now. So
Questions, comments? Mr. Van Dorn.
Well, I think you did a great job on the old courthouse. It really looks nice, and thank you for
It does.
framing that sign out there, so it stays up there. And the question on the window on the jail, does the inmate pay for that?
I am not sure about that. I know in the past they had tried to push those costs onto the inmates. I'm not sure what their policy is currently.
I suspect that may be part of a trial process
Yeah, I mean,
in their
that'd be a question. for
adjudication of
the-
the trial.
Yeah, for the jail commander.
How could they break it? That's pretty sturdy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it is sturdy stuff, but yeah, you hit it hard enough, eventually it will break. It doesn't actually like shatter, but it just, you get cracks in it. Yeah, so.
Wow.
Very good. Thank you.
Yep.
Any questions? Further questions? No, if not, we have a couple of requests. I'll let you address them. Request.
You have a couple of requests before you to close some projects. The first project to close is the capital project Building and Site 2508, which is the Sheriff's Office signage. And the request before you is to close that project as all invoices have been received and paid.
I will make that motion to close that invoice.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oh, same sign, motion carries. Second request.
The next request is the project 2602, which is the maple drain furnace replacement. And the request before you is to close said project again due to all invoices being received and paid.
I will make a motion to close that invoice 2602.
Or
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oh, same sign, motion carries. Now we're on to the drain commissioner.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My monthly report is kind of nothing really major on it this month. Our drain maintenance field crew operations, we're doing a lot of detention basin maintenance. We did complete a tile drain project on the Atwood Drain in Rome Township. That's at the corner of Burton Road and Gilbert Highway. And we're starting our open ditch brush spraying program at this time. Sewer and water field crew operations, we're doing a lot of preventative maintenance projects, and we did have a water main break on the South Shore system that's on the south side of Wampler's Lake. Unfortunately, there is a boil advisory on that. If we have a clean test today, we will lift that tomorrow AM and notify residents individually at that time. Another thing that I just wanted to mention, that I attended the State of Western Lake Erie Basin Conference over at Adrian College last week, and I sat on a panel to discuss installing and maintaining conservation ditches that improve water quality. That was a wonderful experience for me there, with about 200 people in attendance. So I also have our account balance summary. If anybody has any questions on that, can answer any questions. That's all I have.
Questions? Yes.
thank you, Commissioner, for attending. I appreciate the fact that you're out there and representing Lenawee County at those conferences and important meetings that come up. Thank you.
I have a question. Did that oil leak that was discussed at the previous meeting, did that have any impact on your operation?
So it didn't affect our operations directly, but it did discharge into a county drain. And Mr. Tanis had done a wonderful job communicating with me when it was discovered, and they had an environmental cleanup contractor on site nearly immediately. So our office actually didn't need to do any remediation. We just inspected the site. That's about it.
Very good.
So
That's great.
worked out good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we have under other business, the MSC renovations. Do we have anything to address on that?
MSD renovations are ongoing. You may recall that we were supposed to wrap this project in mid-April. Unfortunately, as Superintendent Van Oenzy has relayed, there have been some multiple issues with the locks on the renovation. And a lot of this is stemming from just tying new systems into old systems, and it becomes really difficult. We also had doors that were opening incorrectly. So it became a safety issue for juveniles. We can't put a juvenile in a sleeping room and have the door open inwards, outwards, because then the juvenile had to open the door. And sometimes you get a young person who's not happy with being detained and they will not open the door. And they don't like to come out of their sleeping rooms sometimes. So renovations are ongoing, but we are hoping to have this project wrapped up in its totality very soon.
Questions? Comments? Very good. Hearing none. Is there any public comment? Hearing none. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Or
It is moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Hearing none.